Hey, ladies and gentlemen, what's happening? I don't see a counter on there that tells me how long I can make a video, so I guess we're safe to make a video.
Today's date is.
Tell them what day it is, Ruthie B.
Today is Sunday, August the 10th, 2025, and it is right at 5:53 p.m.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. So anyway, I had to come by the house and because I got to change my oil, and there's nothing going on in the yard. I heard I might have to haul some generators, and if I do, I needed to come by the house and get all my heavy haul stuff. So I don't have the lights, but I got all the magnets for the flags and the oversize and all that stuff, so I'll have to get some lights. But if I do, I need to know ahead of time, because these tires are going to have to be changed, these old dry rotted recaps. They've been doing a good job currently hauling the boats, but I wouldn't trust them pulling any weight, especially in this heat. So the question was asked, is trucking a waste of your life? So, well, I have wasted a lot of my life on trucking, I can tell you that. I also can tell you, after 34 years in trucking, that I'm currently 180,000 in the hole. So, but is it a waste of my life? Well, I would say this: if whatever you do to provide your family is a good thing, and if you feel that whatever you're doing to support your family is a waste of your life, well, that's on you. Is trucking a waste of life? Well, it could feel that way sometimes. I could tell you that trucking has changed a lot in the years, but I don't believe it's a waste of life. I mean, because it is living, right? So the question that was asked, is trucking a waste of your life? I don't believe so. Life is going to pass regardless of what you do. So I'm tell you what, though, sitting in a prison or in a mud hole or in a cave somewhere, now I could consider that a waste of life. Wasting away. But even you can make the best of that situation too, I'm sure. Let's see what I'm gonna need. Gonna need you guys are set up on a tripod, by the way, and I'm moving the tripod around. I need this oil catch. Change that filter. I got a pretty good leak off the antifreeze here. That last time I was under there doing a lube job, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if I can get you in there. See that? right there. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. YouTube is awesome said to turn it off anyway. In fact, he said to take it off. Master Mechanic did. He said it was going to cause more problems than anything. So, that being said, I'm going to turn it off. I got brand new antifreeze in this thing anyway. Hopefully that'll make it stop leaking. I don't think it was leaking from the top though. Don't look like it. So this might be a waste of me time. Waste of me time to do this. Because it looks like the leak coming from that fitting, the one down below. That's where it looks like it's come from. Could be coming from the bottom of the hose, but I doubt it. All right. Then that thing ever reach the bottom? There we go. We get a screwdriver, tighten it up. That's pretty tight. I don't think that has anything to do with it. I guess since I have this turned off, that turned off, I can probably take this hose off and tighten that up if that don't stop it. So, all right, let me get, I should have a strap to take that filter off with. Another master mechanic used to live down the street. Used to always get on to me because I'd put my tools on the ground. Let's get a table. So, but he died. But I've listened to him. See, I got a portable table. His name was Willie. Willie Will was his name. Willie Will was his name. Big Diesels was his game. That's how he made it a living. And that's was a Thanksgiving. Oh, heck, whatever. Not a poet. Had to put that rivet gun back together because the rough roads rattled apart. I also noticed that I got a bolt that I got to fix. There's a couple bolts that are loose. So anyway, the bolts are, I don't know what's going on with the bolts, but they didn't have any yard, so so I guess they're doing some generators. That's all heavy haul. So I had to change my oil, stop by the house, change my oil. And pick up my oversized gear. I don't have any lights, but Orland was telling me you can get some battery powered lights for 35 bucks a piece. I don't need that yet. Let's set that up there. Always turn it backwards. See if I turn it right the first time. Watch. Oh. Yep, see, I tightened it up. Always 100. That's 100% of the time that I do that. Guess I'm just not all there. Here's another thing I always do. I always make a freaking mess. First off, last time I had it all over me, so I'm gonna get out of here before I take it off. I did this the last time too. I got down here where I could get in control of it. Well, guess what? I had no control. Because once it got, the oil started coming out, and it was leaking all over the place, it slipped right out of my hands. See, right now it's so slippery I can't even turn it. Try holding on to that. It's like trying to hold on to snotty booger. I can't even turn it. Let me get a rag. It's pretty slick stuff. Snickeroni, man. Oh, it's all over that. See, I've already got it everywhere. It's there freaking where. Let me get in here anyway so I can get it all over me again. Mm. 500 years before I get. That's another thing. You turn and you turn and turn. You think it's never going to come off, and boom, it comes off. Okay. I guess I wasn't too awful bad this time. I ain't wearing it like I was last time. You guys still with us? And gals. Guys and... Whoa, man, that's freaking sharp right there. All right, I got one of those things that you just turn. That's pretty sharp right there. Pretty jagged. All right, well, that's draining. Go ahead and put that filter on. I don't know why I gotta worry about putting oil on this. I mean, there's oil all over the place up there, so. Perfect timing. You know how they do that, the mosquitoes? You're using both hands. Finally. Whoa. It's like, whoa. Darn. Got the skeeters out. Last couple of years we've had hired some people to come out here and spray and let off those bombs. It gets rid of the mosquitoes for a couple weeks. Uh-oh, kind of full. Turn it off. Gonna have a big mess. So if I turn this, yeah, it's still gonna leak because there's water coming through here. So I can take this hose off and turn that turn it. I think it's coming out that thread there. Mosquitoes are in my face. Kind of overfilled it. Yeah, it's just too full. I don't know how I'm going to empty this. Got to paying attention to the filter. I think I better get a can and empty some of that out. Should have some empty ones, but you can go and find them when you need them. Maybe, let me see. I think I see an empty one here. Empty something. Funnel. Some jugs. Wow, mosquitoes are bad around here today. Making a mess. So I think I answered your question. Is trucking a waste of your life, or you're wasting your life away with trucking? Well, I imagine that that's a personal opinion. Because let me tell you, I'm sure there's lots and lots of people that would disagree if I said yes. Like Tim, he loves trucking. Finest, he loves trucking. Lots of people love trucking. And I'm sure they would totally disagree. So I lost my rag. What did I do with my rag? Bet you I left it in there. Yep, there it is. So, again, I'd say that's a personal opinion. Some people, maybe. This ain't gonna work, still too full. Because if it's up into the drain, if I open that drain, it's gonna come pouring out. So keep working at it. Get off of me, mosquito. The oil's filthy. Got to get a particulate filter on here. I think that'll get it out of the drain now. Time for a mosquito to attack me. Got both hands in use. Let's see where I am. Over full this. Yeah, that's full. Overfull it. Sorry about the heavy breathing into the microphone there. I got on the monkey wrench mic about it. Here, I'm doing it. Not going down. I don't know how it could be over full. I mean, you only have 10 gallons in the motor. Look, it's too full. I need to get another jug. I have a big mess in here, ladies and gentlemen. I just noticed it. Boxes gave out. I have my used oil in it, and they leaked, and I got a big freaking mess in here. I'm not sure how or why they gave out, but sometimes the weirs, I just stepped in the oil and nearly fell, broke my neck. Still, I'm sliding all over the garage. Crap. That was dangerous. I have storage boxes in here of oil, used oil. Use it for fires or whatever. See, the stack fell over and leaked all over the garage floor. One time I came in here, that motorcycle, black one, was upside down and the purple bike was next to it, and somehow it missed the purple bike. It was completely upside down, fell right off of that thing. Don't know how that happened. The wheel's in its vise, you know. Let's see how I'm gonna deal with this. I don't know how. I've filled up more than 10 gallons. These are 2.5. Well, that would make sense. Duh. Because I was thinking these are 5 and they're 2.5. Making a mess around here. Well, ain't gonna hurt anything. You used to take oil and put it back into the diesel. Not all of it, but some of it. This truck being turned up burns enough coal as it is without adding oil to the diesel. Well, it's staying dry. Maybe turning it off. This filter over here, turning it off might help. And take all that off, put a plug. I want to take that oil dude off there too. Well, you guys have been with me for 33 minutes. So this thing is just taking up space, and I want to put my bypass filter here. So the only thing I'm afraid of is if I take it off down there, and if I don't have a plug, it could be a nightmare. So when it's done draining, I'll move the, looks like it's only on there with a hose clamp. I'll take the drainage pan and put it underneath it and take that off and see what happens. I took the Cadillac town today to Love's to get an oil filter. I thought I had one under the bunk, but it didn't. Hate touching this car, these greasy hands. She's a beauty. was a nice ride. Left my fingerprints on it. That didn't help any. It didn't stop at 100%, but I still want to cycle it a few more times too, so. Hey, buddy. Where you going? Hey. He's trying to run off. October. I think that's full enough there, buddy. I don't want to go through that again. See how much I got in there. It's empty. Oh, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for all your wonderful supportive comments on that last video I made. Some of us have some past we like to leave right there where it is in the past, but some people don't want to leave it in the past. So if I figure people are going to bring it up, you need to hear it from the horse's mouth. So if there's no boats and they get to the yard tomorrow and they want me to haul generators, I'll have to go buy some tires. But if I'm gonna get boats, I won't have to worry about tires. I'd like to get some money in the bank before I go buying tires. When I got this truck, I had to borrow 30 grand to survive over the winter time and do all the work that needed to be done. And well, I'm still paying on that. I think I got it down to 23,000 bucks a month. To get that paid off, that'd be make it a little easier. YouTube is awesome, says I need to adjust my stops. Master mechanics and just look at something and tell you what to do. So speaking of master mechanic, see what he thinks of this show. Let's see if you can see it. All right. The wear looks pretty even, but on these center lines here, I mean, on these grooves. Looks like a little divot on that one. A little bit of a divot on this one. This one looks fine, and that one looks fine. There. Think of that, master mechanic. All right, she's finishing up, and I'll fill her up full of oil, and I got some bolts I got to fix. I got to fix my little thing under my bumper. It broke a rivet, so I got to fix that. Put some rivets in it. Gotta find a bolt, put in there. I'll change the oil on that next time. Come into the house. And then the bolt came off underneath here on the headache rack. I need to fish it out. It's laying up on the frame behind the wire. Put that on. And grease her up and be ready to go. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna have to get some rags, fix that mess. What a mess. I guess the jugs were leaking, is the only thing I could figure. I don't know why it would turn over. It must have been the cats or something was in here farting around. Just like I said, this bike had fell over. Put a dent in the tank. Bent that mirror, bent this blinker, and the clutch, bent that too. The cats can dig up under the door, or when they want to stay out all night and not come in. And you holler and holler, come in, come in, come in. And you're like, we're rebels. We're not coming in. And then foxes and coyotes get after them, and they dig up under the garage and come in here and hang around. And they get up on top of the car and all that stuff. Probably jumped on that box and flipped it over. So I'm gonna blame it on them. Blame it on them, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all have a wonderful day. Where you are, have lots of fun. God bless. And later. Don't forget to ring that bell. Later, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wonderful weekend, what's left of it.